Alright, what's up, guys? Chapter 1021 just released, and holy shit, it was an amazing chapter. Oh my god, you have no idea. It was fantastic. I loved it. Every chapter since 1000 has been an absolute banger, and I don't know how Oda's doing this. Honestly, he must like spend his week off. You know, when he gets that week off every month, he must spend his week off like planning the next 10 chapters because they've been amazing. They really have. And this chapter, it settled the debate, boys. Because there's been a debate going on in my head for so long, ever since I'd say New World started. Nami versus Robin, because it used to always be Robin, right? It used to Robin reign supreme all the time. Because I was like, okay, yeah. But then New World started, and like she didn't do much after Fishman Island, right? Fishman Island, she was up to her usual shit, and then she beat people up and stuff, and she was doing her archaeology and stuff. But then Punk Hazard, she didn't do much. Dressrosa, I didn't like her in Dressrosa because not only was her design pretty meh with the like baby bonnet hat and the kind of that, yeah. And she was kind of demeaned a little bit with what happened with the, what do you call them, the Tontata tribe, yeah, that was it. And then she had to babysit Rebecca, which I didn't like, especially because I hate Rebecca. I mean, I don't. Alright, I'll get into Rebecca some other day. Talking about her, I actually need to talk about why I hate her so much, but that's an entirely different topic. And I was like, okay, maybe Robin isn't as good as Nami. So, and then Nami in Whole Cake was an absolute beast, right? And Nami has been great. Her slice of life moments are great, and her action moments are great. People say she hasn't done much since Ennis Lobby, but I disagree. She's not like a one-on-one fighter. Do you know what I mean? She helped Luffy with Cracker. She fucking attacked Big Mom. Do you not understand this? She attacked Big Mom with a massive lightning bolt, and she was diverging her the entire time. Like, that is amazing. Alright, and then even in Wano, she was doing loads of espionage shit with Shinobu. You know, she was doing all this stuff, and it was really cool and stuff, and Nami was really having time to shine. Now, obviously, base Wano brought back Robin in a lot of ways to her former kind of glory, in a sense. She wasn't babysitting anyone. She was doing her espionage, doing her kind of looking for history and all that jazz, but still, this chapter definitely cemented her back at the top spot. Honestly, fucking amazing it was. It was great. Do you know what I mean? Like, that was amazing. That settled the debate. For me personally, about Robin. But let's get into what the chapter actually was about. So we continue the Black Maria fight, and ho. I was right. It's Buddha Robin. She's got serpent arms. All this shit. She's more like a Buddha Medusa, which is so cool. Oh my god. I was like, let's go. I was so happy. And then, so basically, but then she gets her ass kicked. Well, intentionally, like, she's getting Black Maria close. And then she pulls out this bloody demon form. Giganta demon or something. And she looks like a bloody demon. There's color pages of it on the things I was reading. And oh my god. It looks, oh my god, and she's literally breaking Black Maria in half. She literally breaking her like a twig. Oh my god, it was so cool. I loved it. Oh, it was so good. And demons? Robin's a demon? Alright, I'm down with that. I love demons and dragons and all that jazz, and so I'm down with that. I'm really down with that. And now, there's other stuff relating to dragons, which I will get into later on, but let's go back to talking about Robin for a little bit. Oh my god, man, this is crazy, because she knows Fishman Crotty. We know that now. She's being taught Fishman Crotty by Koala, at least somewhat. We don't know if she's learned Rio Ken or whatever that was, Rio Ken, which is like a Rio technique that Sabo has. We don't know if she ended up learning that. We had a flashback where they were talking about teaching her, but we don't know if she actually did learn that. But honestly, we saw that demon form is like clad in Haki, because people are saying it's not Haki. But it's pitch black, alright, in this type of style that Haki is. So to me, that is definitely Haki, 100%. I'm telling you now, I don't think because there's not another technique that turns it pitch black like that, you know what I mean? So I think it is Haki, personally, and that's my opinion anyway. I think it is. Which would make sense, right? Because she hasn't come up against an opponent where she'd technically need it. Like, even that, what was it, the bomb guy in Dressrosa, she wasn't doing much, but she didn't really need Haki against him, you know? So there wasn't really a need for it, to be honest. It would make sense why she didn't need to show it, but it's, oh my god, what an amazing chapter this was. Just really. And then obviously we see, I know, I love these moments, I really do. I love these little moments, right? Because she's like, when Robin's getting beat up by Black Maria at the start of the chapter, Black Maria's like, you're just a burden, blah, blah, blah. Maybe you should get your bony guy to put out the fires. And Brooke goes, and you know I love this shit. He was like, Black Maria, you shouldn't be speaking like that, you idiot. If I were you, I'd get out of here. And just that trust, you know, that trust in your crew, that trust in the crew, and kind of that ease of which you're not bothered by such high level combatants. It just makes me, I love it. I love seeing it, because it's such a difference of pre-time skip and Sabi Archipelago. They have like unwavering trust in each other to, it's absolutely amazing. They really are a Yonko crew, and I'm going to keep stating this now. The Straw Hats are a fucking Yonko crew, and I think the last few chapters especially are showing, like, if they can be this carefree against this level of an opponent, I'm telling you now. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm actually, that was my favourite moment of the chapter, that thing with Brooke, to be honest. Because I just love that. I love that kind of trust built up, especially, and like kind of that carelessness in a sense, because it just shows how much they've improved, and I love that type of thing about these chapters and stuff. Obviously, I love the demon shit. Oh, I loved it. But one thing I must say, and I have to say this now, I think we'll move on for a bit. We might go back to Robin later, but so I just wanted to talk about Momo now. Move on to like Momo, right? Because there's so much stuff that also happened with Momo in this chapter that I want to cover. Because Momo is just about to get so good as a character in many different ways at this point, to me personally anyway, right? Because Momo has been developing and training, right? He's been training as a child and training constantly in this arc, and we've seen it. And you might think that's not a lot, but look at it this way. Do you know how Haki works in One Piece? The way it's very will-based and stuff like this? And Momo has an iron-hard will. The only thing he does not have is kind of that, what would you say, that physique or that training. And if you age his body up like they're trying to do now with Shinobu, like, that's going to make his Haki bloom, right? Because his will combined with him gaining back the years, it's going to make his Haki bloom, and he may acquire some form of Conqueror's Haki, I think myself. And if it doesn't, obviously we're still going to have the cool shit. Like, he's still going to grow, and he's been training, so we know he knows how to use a sword properly, and with the extra age, it's going to do him well. And shit, he's going to become a serious combatant now, I'm telling you this now. And the dragon form, I'm still hyped about this, honestly. But speaking on Momo joining the crew now, I am so split on it, because now it's either Momo or Yamato, because we're not going to have two Odins on the crew. Do you know what I mean? But I'm also kind of dead set on Tama joining the crew now, because he can't be a apprentice, so to speak, on the crew. So basically now what it is I'm a bit worried, honestly, at this point about Yamato joining the crew, because they're still going to have an apprentice, and I don't think Momo's going to be that at 28 years old. And Tama, like, they're not going to have three people join. I could see Tama join, and I feel like that's a necessary thing to do because of her relation to Ace. And I could say the same with Yamato, but I feel like her fruit and the idea of Momo leaving, and Momo has mentioned that he needs to be there for the Dawn. So, oh my god, it's tough to say. There's so much now, because this aging can kind of deconfirm Momo as a crew member, but at the same time, it could also deconfirm Yamato if he is to become a crew member, because he will function as the Odin of the crew, in a sense. Now, Yamato has said she wants to sail with Luffy, but it is likely if Momo is needed, and she knows that, she may go back on that and protect Wano after Kaido's gone, which I'm not very happy about. I want my Yamato, bro. I need it, bro. But we'll figure that out some other time, yeah. I think Tama's like a 40-60 split in no. Like, no is 60% at this point for her as the crew member, because I could see her joining as like the apprentice of the crew and then having Momo or Yamato join, which I think would be Momo because he is said to be needed. So it's Tama and Momo I think are joining. I think it's more likely than Yamato and Momo. I don't think 3 people are going to join the crew. So one of them has to stay behind. And would I rather it be Tama? I am so split on it now because I really wanted Tama to join the crew at the start of the series. And I know I'm not talking much about the possibility of what will happen next chapter with, Yamato, Kaido, and Momo. But I'm pretty sure we talked about a little about this last chapter, and it's pretty obvious what's going to happen now, which we will get into because we can do the whole crew discussion some other time. But it's pretty clear now what's going to happen, right? We're getting a 3v1, baby! Yamato, Luffy, and Momonosuke versus Kaido. Getting a 3v1. And maybe Aokiji. Everyone's going on about like this story of Momotaro, and there's some sort of pheasant that comes up. And everyone's like, oh, it has to be Marco, it has to be Marco. But you know what I'm saying? And I'm saying this now. Everyone's going, the Blackbeard Pirates are in Wano, and there's someone for the Blackbeard Pirates in Wano. What if that's Aokiji? Because it says specifically a pheasant, right? A blue pheasant in the stories that everyone's saying is what this is all about. So what if Aokiji comes to fight in Wano? I don't think that's very likely, mind you, but I'm really hoping for that now. And I mean, it happened in Pirate Warriors, and I know that doesn't mean anything, but I am down for that. I'm down for Aokiji to show up, because we know there's someone from the Blackbeard Pirates in Wano, don't we? As far as I'm aware, I'm pretty sure that was brought up at the start. So what if that's Aokiji? And then Aokiji joins the fight, because it is mentioned a blue pheasant. Now that could easily be Marco, because everyone's talking about this theory about how Momotaro, there's a story about Momotaro where he comes with a monkey, a dog, and a pheasant. And it's the same story that is what the 3 animals are based on. And people are saying, well, the blue pheasant is obviously Marco because he's a bird-type creature and it could fill in that void. But part of me wants it to be Aokiji because that's who I thought of the second they said it. There's so much stuff that could go on. I do think Momo is going to look like Odin, and then that's going to be the quote-unquote return of Odin. Do you know what I mean? I think the idea of him actually coming back now is dead in the water. To me personally, because we can still have the quote-unquote return of Odin by having him inherit the will of Odin and look like Odin. And I'd be very happy with that. It would make me much more happy with how the story went, because it still continues the themes of One Piece and the theme of inherited will. So I'd be so happy with that, and I'm really looking forward to it. And how Kaido reacts to having another dragon might be very cool to see. Now, part of me believes what's going to happen is, I think he's definitely going to save Wano, or save Onigashima from falling against Wano now. What I think is going to happen is Momo might not make it to the roof, guys. Right now, anyway. I think what might happen is they get near the roof, and then the island starts falling, and Momo's like, I gotta protect Wano. So Luffy, let's say, stretches the rest of the way. Do you know what I mean? Or maybe he flings him. Maybe he gets Luffy in his mouth, because this is another thing to do, and he goes back and he flings him up there, and then he goes to stop Onigashima from falling. I think that would be really cool. I know I said Luffy would do it at some point, but now with what's going on, it has to be Momo. I'm very happy with this chapter. I loved it. It was fucking amazing. So much to think about, so much to talk about that I want to talk about, you know? So much to kind of go on about and continue talking about for ages. There's so much that could happen. But please, the only thing I really want from this arc now is just Yamato to join the crew, bro. I don't want her not to join the crew. Also, when are we getting that bounty rush unit? I have saved 750 fucking diamond or rainbow diamonds for this Yamato unit in case she ever does come into bounty rush. And I want to spend it, but I want to wait because I know she appears in episode 990 now. I know that for sure. Right, well, right, banger chap. Also, please bring out Yamato the Bounty Rush. I'm gonna repeat it again just before we leave.